If you watch any photography or filmmaking videos on YouTube, you're probably no stranger to having expensive camera bags and tripods recommended to you. Of course, there are perks and luxuries that come with paying for these expensive items, but there are plenty of more affordable options out there that will get the job done just as well. Like, do you really need to spend $600 on a carbon fiber tripod? I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trying to spend that much money on a tripod. I'm pretty much always on the lookout for trying to find new camera gear that can help me get the job done effectively and efficiently. So in this video, we're going to go over a couple things I've collected over the years that have helped make photography and making these YouTube videos more fun and efficient. A few of these things I've bought myself, others I've been fortunate enough to be sent from companies thanks to this YouTube channel. And before we dive into these accessories, I do want to say that as a photographer on YouTube, I have companies every day reach out to me trying to send me products, and probably 99% of them I say no or just don't even respond to the emails. In the ones I do say yes to, I do my research before I actually say yes and make sure it's a product I will actually use and that I would recommend to you guys. So everything that I'm about to recommend in this video is stuff that I actually use on a regular basis for photography and filmmaking. There will be links down below for everything that I mentioned in this video, so if you want to skip the video and go straight to the links, go right ahead. And the first accessory is tripods. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not a fan of overhyped and overpriced tripods. Especially since starting this channel and using tripods constantly, I've gone through quite a few to find one that I actually like using that fits well into my workflow. But recently Freewell reached out to me about their real travel tripod, and there were a lot of things I liked about this tripod that fixed problems that I have with other tripods. In my opinion, most tripods can be rather clunky when it comes to extending the legs, or in the actual tripod head itself. When I'm out filming videos of my photo walks, it may seem very calm, but it's actually a very fast-paced, sometimes stressful environment, and usually the number one cause to me being late or completely missing the shot comes down to the tripod and extending the legs. So the Real Travel Tripod actually simplifies that process by only requiring one twist to extend it to whatever length you want, which makes it fast and efficient. Alright, to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, I've got two tripods behind me. I've got the Freewell and another tripod as well. And we're gonna see how long it takes to extend the legs on each tripod. And before we do that, also take note of the size of the Freewell tripod compared to this other one that I've actually recommended in the past. This is much smaller, so if you're looking for a compact, light travel tripod, this is definitely the way to go. So let's go ahead and extend this leg. You gotta see how long that took. It might not necessarily seem like a long time, but when it comes down to actually getting the shot and risking missing the shot, it makes a big difference. Now watch how long it takes with the Freewell tripod. It took no time. Now, one of my biggest concerns with the Freewell tripod was actually what if I accidentally don't tighten the leg all the way, and then you could have the tripod just collapse on you and then your camera could fall over. Luckily, I haven't really had to worry about that. It hasn't happened because whenever you are extending the legs, you can feel a little click for each extension tube on the leg of the tripod. So if I do one small click, I can push it in once, little farther of a click, push it in again, one more click, there we go, and boom, there we go. So it kind of becomes like muscle memory when you're using this tripod. And it can easily be stored in the side pouch of your camera bag if your backpack has a side pouch, which leads us into the next accessories, which is camera bags. Like tripods, camera bags can get expensive very quickly. And while there are perks to using large expensive backpacks, here are two that have served me well over the years that I've used extensively while traveling. The Brevity Jumper is probably my most used camera backpack, and it comes in at a very affordable price. You can customize the layout with the Velcro dividers inside, so you can fit one or two cameras or one camera and multiple different lenses. So I've been using mine for the Sony FX3, and it actually fits with the XLR carrying handle and a lens attached. And there's plenty of room up front for camera batteries or microphones, and additional storage up top for whatever else you might need. I love this backpack because it's small and light and it holds everything I need to film my videos. The only caveat is it can be a little flimsy at times. Otherwise, it's the perfect size to just toss in my car and go film a video. And my personal favorite bag for carrying my photography equipment is the Clever Supply Co. Sling. Now, I've talked about this sling multiple times in the past, but I still get comments on videos of people asking about it. Not only does it look great, but it's also perfect if you like to keep your camera and lens setup small and compact. Now, depending on what lens and camera you are using, you can actually fit quite a lot. I could fit my Sony a7CR with a lens attached, along with 3 other compact lenses inside. Now, if you are interested in seeing in more detail how I have this bag set up, you can click the link up in the corner. It's more expensive than the Brevity jumper, but once you have it in your hands, you will understand why. Now, the next 2 accessories are a little different and definitely a lot more out of the box compared to the other accessories in this video. So you might see these and wonder what the heck these are. Well, one of them attaches to your tripod and the other one attaches to you. What I'm getting to is that these are umbrella mounts that help make shooting in the rain so much easier. This allows you to attach an umbrella to your tripod so you don't have to worry about getting your camera wet when you're shooting in less than ideal conditions. Alright, so the way the umbrella mount works is actually really simple. Just raise the tripod head just a little bit and then you can take the extension tube and tighten the clamp. And just make sure we have that nice and tight. Then just take an umbrella, it could be pretty much any umbrella. Maybe one with a slightly longer arm than this one, but hey, I guess maybe the shorter it is, the less likely it is for your camera to get wet. And that's how it works. It's actually really simple, and I've never had to worry about wind or anything knocking this over. So I would say it works pretty well. And the shoulder mount is great for walking around and shooting street photography in the rain. So after a couple times of trying to go out and shoot while it's raining, while you're holding the umbrella in one hand and your camera in the other, it's really hard to take photos sometimes. So I figured there has to be a solution. And the way the shoulder umbrella mount works is actually pretty simple. You just kind of put it on your arm. It's not necessarily the most comfortable. I'm not used to having something wrapped around my shoulder like this, but hey, it's effective. So then you just take the umbrella again and just slide it in. Okay, maybe it looks a little goofy, but I would rather have both hands free when I'm trying to take photos than only have one hand, which makes it really difficult to control your camera. Now, the next accessory I have to recommend, I would say, is just as important as the other ones, and that is having a lens and camera sensor cleaning kit. I personally have 2. I keep one at home and the other one I leave in my car at all times. Now, if you're like me and you use a lot of prime lenses, you probably try really hard not to get any dust on your sensor whenever you are switching lenses, but it kind of just happens. Now, you can find a bunch of these kits on Amazon, but they all contain pretty much the same thing, and it includes everything you need to clean your lens and your camera sensor. Alright, now I know cleaning your camera sensor can be a little intimidating, so I'm going to show you guys just how quick and easy it is. First, you want to take out this thing, take off your lens, hold your camera upside down, and try and blow out any excess dust. And next you want to take the bottle of cleaner and one of the sensor swabs, and you're just going to open up the swab, pull that out, take the liquid, give it a little spray on each side. There we go, that should be good. And you just want to gently swab your sensor. Now, these are made for APS-C lenses, but it works just as fine on a full frame sensor. So one swipe across, flip it over, and one swipe across the other half. And boom. You're done. Now, I do have another video on my channel that goes a little bit more in depth on cleaning your sensor, so you can go check that video out as well. And the final accessory is the Condor Blue Everyday Carry Multi-Tool. So I keep this in my camera bag or in my pocket if I'm working on set, and it never ceases to amaze me just how useful this tool actually is. And if I'm working with a team, others are constantly borrowing it. It's got a level, it's got a magnet so you can attach it to pretty much anything, and it's got multiple different screwdriver and Allen key attachments as well. So it's great for tripod head adapters, your gimbals, and building out your camera rigs. There's probably uses for this thing that I haven't even realized yet. Have you ever lost these things for tightening screws on your camera rig? Well, it's got you covered there too. I seriously cannot recommend this thing more if you're a photographer, a DP, an AC, a cam op, or even a PA on set looking to leave a good impression. So those are the photography and camera accessories that I use quite literally all of the time on a regular basis. So down below I will have links to everything that I've mentioned in this video, and if you use those links it will help support this channel and it allows me to continue making these videos. Now of course not all of my videos are me just trying to sell you on camera gear. I have plenty of videos documenting me actually going out and shooting. Those are my favorite videos to make, so if you have the time, definitely please go check those out as well. And let me know in the comments down below if there are any camera accessories that I did not mention that you would personally recommend. But in the meantime, thanks for watching the video guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to help support me. And I hope I could inspire you guys to get out and take more photos. Go out and shoot.